For your profile picture, you can wear a suit, but you can also wear a dress shirt or business casual. Iowa State University produces over 4,000 tons of trash, which puts a strain on the recovery center. Students in Hamilton Hall are happy to have powerful editing software, but students in other buildings are out of luck. As finals are ramping up, many students are struggling to find available study space, but there are hidden places like this that go unnoticed. Most of the fires are started in the kitchen, specifically the oven and the microwave. Comedy improv group Grand Van Mojo's Moonshine Revival take their final bow tonight.
Welcome to the 16th annual iScore, Iowa State Conference on Race and Ethnicity.
Iowa State University hosted its annual event on race and ethnicity last Friday. Since 1998, the Iowa State Conference on Race and Ethnicity, or iScore for short, is a forum on race issues at Iowa State and the world.
I really want to challenge you to go back to your offices, go back to your communities, and challenge your peers and encourage them to come and have the conversation.
This is done through a series of lectures given by guest speakers, faculty, and students. They have different discussions on Native Americans, African Americans, Asian Americans, Latinos, and multiracial topics.
This is a predominantly white state, and we're growing. So we're recruiting a lot of students from out of state, and they have different experiences. So if we recruit you and we want you to have a full experience, I think we need to be better equipped to know a little bit more about you.
Conferences like iScore help college students not only learn about race, but also enables them to discuss what is considered a touchy subject.
An initiative like this, iScore, is a place where you can come and improve your skills and have a better understanding about having difficult dialogue around the subject of race.
For ISU TV, I'm Will Dodds. The ISU Film Producers Club is hoping to gain recognition with a new PR campaign. The Film Producers Club focuses on creating films and video. They have filmed a comedy web series, Public University, and also film PSA and events for various clubs and organizations. However, as newly elected Vice President Trey Schoen states, they need more help.
In my time at the club, it's been usually pretty small. There haven't been a whole lot of people there.
This is where Destiny Luchtel comes in.
Just getting the word out about Film Club and making specifically for Film Club the campus see that they're there and what they offer.
As part of a project for a public relations class, she has to put together a PR campaign for a club.
So we have to create something that can get people's attention. So right now my main idea I created was spotlight filming.
Spotlight Film is an event where people submit videos to the Film Producers Club to be posted on their Facebook page, which gives the video and its creators exposure.
And then people come and visit the Facebook page and hopefully like the Facebook page, and then we'll get updates and see what the Film Club's doing constantly.
In doing so, the club can get more awareness, possibly more funding from the GSB, and more members.
So if you're interested in any aspect of film, you should get involved and start coming to Iowa State Film Producers Club, because you won't regret it, and you have a chance to do whatever you want to do in the world of film.
For ISU TV, I'm Will Dodds. Whether you're a farmer planting crops or a student walking on Central Campus, soil and weather are very important in people's lives, which is why NASA has launched a new program to understand our soil better. Called Soil Moisture Active Passive, or SMAP, the 3-year program's mission is to get data on the world's soil moisture. The data will be collected by using a satellite orbiting between the poles. SMAP member and Iowa State professor Brian Hornbuckle explains.
So you can imagine this radiation is coming up through the soil and it hits the soil surface, and whenever radiation hits the boundary between two materials that have different electrical properties, some of the radiation gets reflected and some gets transmitted. And when the soil is very dry, a lot of the radiation gets transmitted, and we see a lot of radiation from space.
Soil moisture might not sound very important, but Hornbuckle says SMAP can help improve lives in different ways.
Better short-term forecasts, better long-term or seasonal forecasts, keeping track of water in the soil, better predictions of flooding, better estimates of how much soil is being eroded.
SMAP will change our view of soil and agriculture. but it is just a stepping stone for things to come.
SMAP is one step in the direction of allowing people to make better decisions about what they're going to do, which will have impacts not only on them but also on our greater environment. And we need to be thinking carefully about how we manage our home planet, because it's the only one we got right now.
For ISU TV, I'm Will Dodds.
Tonight on Newswatch 18, find out how video games could be causing violence.
And hear how Iowa State students are succeeding around the nation. 4 Iowa State students have been awarded Goldwater Scholarships, the nation's most prestigious undergraduate scholarship in engineering, math, and natural sciences. These scholarships are handed out by the Barry Goldwater Scholarship and Excellence in Education Foundation. 283 students were accepted out of 1,166 applicants. The names of the ISU recipients are Jacob Harry, Rachel Phillip, Thomas Neef, and William Lindeman. The scholarships were covered like books, room and board, and tuition for up to $7,500 a year. A local student group brought homeless awareness to Central Campus on April 4th. The student-led Service and Justice group of St. Thomas Aquinas Church put on a homeless awareness sleepout called the Campanile Challenge in order to bring people's attention to the problem. For the challenge, they were to build a cardboard structure to sleep in for the night, to experience how it is to be homeless. We asked Garrett Schieber, one of the main organizers of the challenge, about the events and homelessness in Ames. The video game Goat Simulator was released today by Coffee Stain Studios, calming anyone's fears that this was all just a ruse. The game started out as a fake trailer the studio put onto the internet as a joke. However, the video went viral, and everyone was clamoring to pursue their careers as full-time goats. So the studio decided to release a full game. In the game, you are a goat, although calling it a simulation is misleading. The game is intentionally terrible, with many bugs and glitches placed in the game by the developers for maximum laughs. This turns the game into a crazy mix between Tony Hawk Pro Skater and Grand Theft Auto. There are no goals in the game except to destroy everything in sight. You can headbutt, use your crazy physics to pull off radical tricks, or use your own sticky tongue to drag things around. There are many hidden secrets, including one where you become Goat Satan himself. The game has already become a critical darling on the popular digital game distributor Steam. You can find out more about the game at goat-simulator.com.
And that is all we have for tonight's edition of Newswatch 18.
Be sure to join us Thursday for more Cyclone news, weather, and sports.